Hello, everyone, and the votes are in for your fan-requested Friday video. Cedric McMillan versus Nick Walker wins, not by a landslide, but, a pretty convincing win here. I'm surprised that the person that requested this didn't request 2017, the Arnold Classic winning version of Cedric McMillan, because this is the 2021 Arnold Classic winning version of Nick Walker. But I was looking at the pictures, and you know what, 2016... Cedric McMillan, pretty diced, pretty sharp condition, I have to say, when you look at the wheels, wheel separation, abs, pretty good. Of course, those abs on Nick Walker, very separated. Controversial call right out of the chute, guys. Classical lines, aesthetics, flow for Cedric McMillan. Of course, those biceps a little uneven, not quite symmetrical, so I am noticing that. You almost notice that more on an aesthetically pleasing physique for some reason. Nick Walker is a beast. Those arms and those abs, so separated. So separated. So a controversial one right out of the chute. I don't know. If I was up against the wall, I might go with Nick. Front lat spread, no doubt. No doubt at all. Cedric McMillan. This is top 2 front lat spread in bodybuilding history. Now, you ever hear me say, that's not speaking loose? Now, that's talking loose, guys. That's talking loose. Cedric McMillan, he might be in top 20 front lat spreads. He wouldn't be in the top 2. That's for sure. Now, top 2 worst, if you're looking at just top 5 placers at the Olympia. Well, yeah, Nick Walker might be... All condition aside, guys, there's no way Nick Walker can touch Cedric in the front lat spread. Come on. Side chest development. I looked up and down, and it was hard to get a decent, or I guess a better side chest development picture for Cedric McMillan. Seems to be leaning back. Takes away from the thickness of him, I guess. I don't know. Nick Walker looks very powerful, pungent, conditioned, dense, whatever you want to call it. Man, oh man. Nick Walker, I would wager to say he is winning. All structure, all aesthetics aside, when you look at the glutes, quads, hard condition, it's a Nick Walker game. Not over yet, guys. Very interesting. Somebody switched up the order. This were the last couple of videos I've done. We're in the order of the IFBB. Yeah, some screw. Anyway, maybe I'll do a poll, see what you guys prefer, this way or my way. On my way. What do they call that? Old Blue Eyes? Frank Sinatra. Good Christmas tree on Cedric McMillan, but the thick lat insertions for Nick Walker, coupled with the arms. Cedric McMillan. Have you ever seen him so conditioned in the glutes, hamstrings? He's not what you would call Amandu Kutlu, or whatever his name was. I mean, that guy was diced. Peeled. Wow. Cedric giving Nick Walker a run for his money in the rear double by. At the end of the day, I'd probably give it to Nick. Rear lat spread, much like the front lat spread. Cedric McMillan, he's just too good. Too good of a shot. Keep in mind, this is a terrible picture for Nicholas J. Walker. I don't know if his middle name's Jay. Anyway. Bad picture. It's a pan back picture. He looks small. It's because he is small compared to Cedric. Cedric's 6'1", I think. Nick Walker getting dwarfed against Steve Kuklo and Ian. More from Steve, so big. And Cedric McMillan, even bigger. He's even bigger. I didn't want to be that big, but they said take this. Well, I didn't want to take this, but I did take this, and I got big. Anyway, all foolishness aside, Cedric McMillan, no slouch in this matchup, guys. Not losing in these back shots quite like I thought. Now this is the order, the IFBB. Go to the side tricep. And aesthetics, flow, perfect shot for Cedric McMillan. You couldn't draw or ask for a better physique in a shot. That chest, manly. But you look beside him, and Nick Walker is as conditioned drier maybe than a popcorn fart. Very separated in the wheels. What an improved shot for Nick Walker here in the side tricep. Go to the abs and thigh, and a controversial matchup all the way. Now, I like the aesthetic flow, much like every pose for Cedric McMillan. But, I mean, you gotta like that hard, grainy condition. And look at the V-taper on Nick Walker. Not to mention a very divorced set of abs, for sure. I mean, that almost beats the classical Serge Debray type lines. The Frank Zane type appeal that Cedric McMillan does bring. He's like an old-fashioned bodybuilder. Everybody always says, I bet you the old guys would win if they were around nowadays with their structures, things of that nature. Well, is Cedric McMillan beating everybody? Most muscular. And this is very exposing of the, well, I guess I want to call Cedric narrow. He's not narrow by any means, but it's exposing to the thickness of Nick Walker. They should call him Thick Nick. Hey, Thick Nick, come here for a second. If you can get him to come over there, you know. Anyway, he's a big, thick stud. And like I said, everybody says, oh, if the guys from the 70s competed now. Well, Cedric is a classic, you know, physique. He's a Mike Katz, things of that nature, and Arnold. And in my opinion, he's losing. This is your winner, Nick Walker. And it's going to give me some controversy. Front lat spread, no way. And there was the rear lat spread, no way also. But it's the accumulation of all of the other shots. Nick Walker, a very hard guy to defeat, guys. And he's going to run roughshod. He's huge, 300 pounds now. Seen a few videos done on that. Anyway, he looks massive. And there was guys back in the 70s that were thick, not the best, smallest waistlines, and they were dense, hard, and they were winning shows. Maybe even winning Olympias, we'll go as far as to say that. Little guy named Franco Colombo? Huh? Anybody? Anyway. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Fan requested Friday, don't you know? Hit thumbs up on it. It helps tremendously. Give me a thumbs up for Christmas. Tell you what, guys. Everybody get a thumbs up on this for Christmas, and we'll call it a deal, and I'll carry on with the Marks Max Muscle. I'm going to carry on anyway. Even if you don't. Even if you hit a thumbs down, which I hope you don't. Have a great day, guys.